Hi, hello, salutations. I'm Peppermint Blue Sims. You can call me E, and I'm here with a not so perfect quick once over of my now available Pleasant Hills version 2.0 save file for The Sims 4. It is a 2T4 mod ready save file that you can find through my Tumblr or the links down below. As you can see here on the screen, this is what you'll find when you come to my little website, I guess, Google Docs file about this save file. You'll be able to find a overview of everything you need to know, including some photos, a link to the save file for download with a master controller config file. You will see there's a getting started tab where you can see my changelog, my social media, how to get started in general. This save file has a custom aging system. It is all explained on the spreadsheet. And as I said, this is a mod ready save file, and as you can see as I scroll through here, it's ready for a lot of mods. These are all the mods that I use in my game, and I highly recommend them, but you don't have to have them all to play with this file. You can pick and choose as you wish. I also provided a rotation tracker that you can use to track if you are playing rotationally, and it can be used in combination with the Plumtree app, which is what I do. On there you can see my own file that I've been streaming. There is all the traits you can go through before even downloading the save file to see what the save file is all about in regards to Sims traits and likes and dislikes. It's very extensive. I also provide a randomizer button for those who like to do 50-50 results. There are over 160 clubs in this save file, and they are also all listed on the spreadsheet. And I even give you a little spot to keep all your ideas. But back to the save file now. So this is Pleasant Hills. It encompasses all the residential worlds in the Sims 4 game. So all of the Pleasant View Sims now have transferred over to Willow Creek, and the Strangetown Sims are living over in Strangerville. So today, the reason I'm streaming this is because I don't want to do any file editing or video editing, maybe I should say. So bear with some loading screens, but I'm going to show you the Pleasance house and just around town real quick. So into the Pleasance we go. As you can see, Lilith Pleasant is my avatar. She is probably one of my favorite Sims in this sim file. Adjust my music just a little bit. There we go. So I am streaming this save file if you wish to tune in. It's a lot. Sorry, I am looking for my Twitch studio. There it is. Alright, into the Pleasance. I am streaming a lot. You can just tune in for what you want to tune into. So all of the Pleasant View and Strange Townhouses are from the Rosebud save file. That is linked in the spreadsheet as well. The Sims, originally their base is from the Rosebud save file, but they have all had makeovers. So as you can see, all of these Sims here, let me get this out of the way, have extra traits. Adults will have 6. The adults and young adults will have 6. And teens will have 5. And children will have 3. And toddlers will have 2. As well as I've chosen very carefully, or as carefully as possible, a whole bunch of reward traits. And in those reward traits, you will find the same reward traits such as Aquarius, and so zodiac signs, and popularity sims, so the Sims 2 aspiration signs. Those are accurate to the wiki. You will find all relationships that you expect the Sims to have. So you will see here that Lilith here is dating Dirk, and she is currently enemies with her sister. She is also having a troubled relationship with her mother and father and her grandparents in this save, but she is close to her aunt and uncle. So let's take a quick look at the Pleasance. You will see here also that the likes and dislikes are completely fleshed out. All the Sims 2 Sims I have been through, and I have set their wonderful whims attractiveness settings using either relationships that exist or relationships that would be expected. So here's Lilith in her lovely swimsuit, and I did give her half purple hair. You know, when you're 16 years old and you have a twin sister you hate, your hair is not going to be the same as hers. So Lilith here's her everyday outfit. And every sim in the save file has an redone everyday formal athletic sleepwear, party wear, swimwear, hot weather wear, and cold weather wear outfit. I didn't say this was going to be professional, guys. I just said that I was going to do a short one. So we're just going to show you Lilith here, so you can maybe get a feel, and I'll show you Angela, so you can get a feel for just the 2 Sims and the idea that they have been made over and what kind of style you can expect from this save file. There is very limited custom content used in this save file, and it is limited to female makeup, alien makeup, or well, female male makeup if males are wearing makeup, alien makeup, and nail polish. Oh, and eyelashes. You can't forget eyelashes. I almost forget at this point that eyelashes are not a part of the regular Sims 4. If you don't have Kikigo eyelashes, they are listed on the spreadsheet, and you should have them. They are amazing. So Angela, again, she's fully made over. And you see, she is very different from her twin sister, and yet they look very much alike, even with slightly different hair. Okay, so we'll go ahead back out. I'll show you the Pleasant House real quick. As I said, this is just going to be a quick one. I'm going to try and keep this under 30 minutes. My usual streams are clicking up towards about 3 hours. And if you'd love to turn into those, I'd be happy to have you. I normally stream either at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or a combination of one or the other, depending on what my day looks like. Here we go. So all the Pleasant View and Strangetown houses you will recognize as the house you are looking for. This is unequivocally the Pleasant household. As well, the insides are about what you would expect as well. There we go. We have Angela's room over here, and Lilith's home over here. And there is an ad playing on my Sims 2 playlist, of course. I am going to turn that off. Again, I don't want to do video editing, and this is why I'm on stream, and why you're going to hear me make a million mistakes in 30 minutes. This save file has taken me about 5 full-time hours worth of weeks. 5 weeks worth of full-time hours. See, I can talk sometimes. So I've spent an incredible amount of time making sure furniture is in the right place, making sure that the world looks how I want it to look like. Have you played The Sims 2 lately? Have you restarted The Sims 2 8 million times because you've had corruption like I have? Well, I've done it all in The Sims 4 for you, so hopefully you never have to do it again. So we're just going to go to Manage Worlds, and I'll give you a quick overview of each neighborhood in Pleasant Hills. So again, in Willow Creek is where the Sims 2 Pleasant View Sims live. You're going to be able to find the Goth family, the Pleasant family, who we were just with, the Burbs, the Calientes, the Lotharios, Kaylin Lagernack, the Oldie family, the Smith family, the Dreamer family, I got distracted, and the Broke family. Willow Creek is a mix of New Orleans style lots and the Pleasant View lots from the Sims 4 Rosebud save file. All the lots are highly decorated when it comes to the ones I have downloaded from the gallery. I am not a builder. I don't make Sims either. So I have done a little bit of adjustment to some of the builds for functionality, but not a lot, and I've tried my very best to keep the spirit of the building. Unfortunately, I don't have a list of every creator I used because I did a lot of this before I was ever going to sharing the save file. Alright, Oasis Springs is mostly Adobe style, but it still has a sort of more modern-ish commercial strip down below. Actually, let's just slip back to Willow Creek for a minute. In Willow Creek, I should point out, we have a restaurant. This is sort of, the Queen's Inn is mostly an Italian themed. The Old Blue Velvet, the nightclub. A cafe called the Pleasant Place Cafe, and the Old Pleasant View Grocer. And this is one of the community spaces. Now, all the community spaces in this save file have all 4 different lot versions. And they all have the same building of those lot versions. So when you choose to build, say, a makerspace, it doesn't turn into a completely different building. It just revamps the space that's already there. All right, back to Oasis Springs, our lovely Adobe Oasis. And we have the Oasis here in the center. The full-length feature cafe, Abyss nightclub, Albert Einstein Observatory Museum, and Cosmic, a bar. Newcrest is mostly modern style buildings. Over here we have a Pleasant Retirement. It's not a community lot, but it is great for use with the locked door for chosen sim to use as a retirement home for your Sims. This counts as breakfast, is a lovely breakfast restaurant. Another townhouse or another lot you can use with the locked doors for chosen Sims is the Midtown Townhouses. This lot here, Love and Spoonful Takeout, is owned by the Burbs, and I have modified that particular lot to fit this space in Newcrest. It has a cooking competition area and a storefront to sell the food that's made there. There's Sesame Place, a place for kids to play. Sprinkles Restaurant, go get some ice cream. We have Pride, the LGBT center, which is a library, and Icy, which is a roller gym. Let's head over to Magnolia Promenade. This has been revamped since our previous versions. I had to stop using the health mods that I was using because they weren't working well with rotational play. So instead I have substituted with more retail space. Magnolia Mall, Magnolia Promenade Plaza, Patty Wax Restaurant, which is a diner, and We Know Dough, a retail bakery. Quickly in Windenburg, which as you can see is mostly Tudor themed except for the lovely modern area over here. We have Crown Restaurant, which is basically pub food. We have Royal Oak, which is a bar. We have the Von Hunt Estate, which is a redone chalet gardens. We have the Redone Bluffs, Isle of Skye Park, the redone Simspears Hollow, Windenburg Archives, a library, Sainsbury Shops, the Art House, Windenburg Wellness, a spa, Medieval Times Coffee, a cafe, the Foundry Nightclub, Hare Square Park, SN Bank, and Dip, also, well, a pool bar. San Myshuno has almost all of the indoor, well, not indoor, but the apartments redone in colorful, cheery styles. There are a few modern suites thrown in there, but for the most part, there's a lot of boho. We have another community space called the Productive Project, Urban Elephant, which is where all the ethnic foods would be, I would say. We have San Myshuno Art Center. We have Myshuno Meadows, which is a center park, and it's set up for beautiful weddings. Sky Fitness and Spa, High Note Sky Bar, and finally the Honey Pot, a karaoke bar. Next up in Forgotten Hollow, we only have one community lot, the Pleasant Hills Graveyard. This is a great lot for interring your Sims that have passed away. Check out the basement. I've done a lot of work down there to turn it into a mausoleum. Over in Brindleton Bay, of course, we have Pupperstone Dog Park, the local vet, Healthy Tales Hospital. Yesterday's catch, a restaurant you want to be careful at when you eat. The Purring Pussycat, where you can find cats and alcohol. And Dead Grass Discoveries. Overall, Brindleton Bay is set up as a New England farming community. Some areas even have some of the new cottage living animals. Over in Del Sol Valley, it's a mid-century modern neighborhood, and it has your usual celebrity hangouts. The Plumbon Studios Theater, which is the hottest spot in town for getting awards at. We have a restaurant called Eternity, and that's where you're going to find all the experimental things to eat. Agent is for up-and-comers who are looking for an agent. Notes, get noticed singing. And Neon, a great place for your celebrities to have a night on the town. So next up is Strangerville, and that is where all the Strangetown Sims live. So you're going to find all the Strangetown Sims you expect in this area and all the relationships between them you would expect as well. Of course, we have the secret lab, but if you're playing rotationally, you'll be building up to that for your grand finale of Rotation 1. You're going to find the singles over here. None of the girls have Singles as their last name. They all have their correct last names from the wiki as well. We have the library, 88 Road to Nowhere, a bar, 89 Road to Nowhere, the Curious Brothers, the Smith House, the Beakers, along with Nervous Subject, the Spectres, the Grunts, and AJ Loner. Alright, next up is Sulani. All the lots there have been replaced as well, and it is a tropical theme surprise. There are 2 rental lots in this neighborhood, and if you want to have your Sulani Sims back, they are all in the other household section of managed households. So you could use the Sim Spawn Overhaul and modify the config in order to have an indigenous population for, say, your Sulani Sims and your Mount Komorebi Sims. So over here in Sulani, you're going to find Mermaid Bay, Exhale, a spa, the local bar, the Sandbar, Ohalani Beach, a place to swim, and again, you'll find your rental lots. Glimmerbrook, as we know, is a smaller neighborhood, but it is beautiful, and it comes with the community like Elixirs and Brews, and it's going to take care of all your cafe and bar needs. It has a magical feel to it. Bright Chester, of course. you're going to be sending your Sims to university. And in Brightchester, you're going to find all redone lots. You have your Foxbury side, which is all sort of the modern. In the middle, you have the Laurel Student Center Library and Pepper's Pub, and sort of an English-style townhouses. And then you have the other university housing over at Brightchester, and that is all sort of your stately university looking lots. Evergreen Harbor is a really interesting place that your Sims could also move to. All of the residential lots here are fixer-uppers. You're going to find places that are a right mess and need a lot of work. Anarchy is the local nightclub. End of the line is the bar. There is a tent city where homeless Sims can live, as well as shipping views and the old processing plant. There's an abandoned factory, which is a future community space, and landfill, the local lounge. I hear Plum Bob and the llamas play there. Mount Komorebi, again, I've mentioned you can repatriate Sims to this area and modify your config settings in order to have an indigenous population. There are 2 rental lots there. You're going to also find 2 onsens. And the other one? Oh, I'm sorry, there's 3 rental lots. Please forgive me. I looked right past this little one here. There is a park. And this restaurant is a noodle and sushi bar. And finally, Henford-on-Badgley, our newest neighborhood. So there are only 2 community lots in this neighborhood. We have Isle of Volp Park and the Gnome Arms. So that's my mini tour of the Pleasant Hills save file. I hope you'll come and play it. You can do whatever you want with it once it's in your hands. If you like my Sims but don't like any of the traits I've used, feel free to change it. If you don't like what I've put in the Sims or put on the Sims for them to wear, please feel free to change that as well. Just remember, give credit where credit is due. I give all my credit for inspiration for this file to the Rosebud save file and to Cindy from Pleasant Sims. She inspired me to come back to Sims 4 and try rotational play in it. So with this mods list, you'll be able to play the same way that I do. There it is. Or a similar way that I do. And it's all compatible and it's built off of Pleasant Sims recommended mods as well. So it's all interchangeable as best I could do. Even my aging system works with hers. So I hope you will check out my save file. And I hope if you do check out my save file, you'll find something that you love about it. Again, I'm Peppermint Blue Sims. You can call me E, but you can find me on YouTube under Peppermint Blue Sims, on Twitter under Peppermint Blue Sims, but the letters are kind of shortened, or the words are kind of shortened to make it fit. Twitch is Peppermint Blue Sims, and Tumblr is Peppermint Blue Sims as well. So you can call me E though, if you're ever here to chat, and I'm so glad that you came to check out my save file. I hope I see you here in Pleasant Hills soon. Take care.